Guys, and today I'm going to be continuing my sweep picking beginners tutorial guide. So this is part 2. So some things that I kind of failed to mention in the first video were things like my actual picking technique, and that's really what sweep picking is all about. Sweep picking, it's all in the picking for the most part. Sure, yeah, you want to lift your finger up off of the note as soon as you're done playing it, but that's, I mean, you do that with a lot of other things. What you mainly want to focus on is the right hand. That's really what this is all about. It's just another sweep. It's another picking technique. And with that, it's good to practice proper things. So, when you do sweep, what I kind of do is I have the heel of my hand it's making just enough contact with the strings and the length of my thumb away from it. It's making just enough where right after I play a note, it shuts it up. Because, I mean, that mutes the strings relatively well if I can get this goddamn reverb off. So make sure you're doing that. And I'll show you how I go about that. So remember the first shape, our minor one, from the other day. The one right here, that's the one I'll be doing just to demonstrate muting with the heel of your hand. So without muting it, they're going to ring together. With it, and right here, I'm actually keeping my thumb and my finger really still, and I'm just kind of using a combination of my elbow movement and my wrist a little bit. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I have to move my wrist a little more, but generally I keep these two fingers very straight and equidistant from where I'm muting with the heel of my hand. That's another really important thing to do. So make sure you do that. And because then you can turn, and you can kind of hear some of them ringing out with the heel. Nice and isolated. So make sure you focus on that. So then I wanted to focus on another shape. We learned major and minor. I did not show you diminished, which can be used quite often in sweep picking. If you've ever listened to Yngwie Malmsteen, he uses a lot of diminished stuff. And I can even show you a little bit of that. But so we did the minor, we did the major, now diminished. And what diminished is it's like ultra minor. It's kind of like taking the essence of minor and just, that's all it is, minor thirds to be exact, but that gets into some theory that we can do for another video. But diminished on this one, 12, 11, 15, pull off, and then back. So, sorry, it's backwards when I'm looking at it on here. Yeah, 12, 11, 9, 12, pull off to the 9, back to 11. So what that looks like is this. Starting on the 12th fret G, 11, 9, 12, 9, 11, 12. And for this sweep, I kind of use my index, ring, and middle. I don't even use my pinky. And I mean, you can, but I'd rather conserve the pinky energy for the major and minors, where it's really needed. So that's a cool shape to do. So how do you connect the dots? How do you put it all together? You know, you've got, you know, your different major, minor, diminished triads. What are you going to do with that? Well, I made something for that today. We'll be doing that in D natural minor, so we won't be doing any diminished stuff. Only major and minor shapes that we've gone over. That's it. So utilizing the previously learned patterns, we can play a sweep arpeggio descending in D natural minor. So let's take a look and see what that's like, and then I'll break it down note for note and show you. So we're going to start this one on the 14th fret G. We've been doing 12 the whole time. Just take your first, it'll be minor. And it's the exact same as the 12 one from the other video, we're just doing it on 14. So that's 14, 15, 13, 17, 13, 15, 14. Alright, so that's where we're gonna start. This is what it looks like, all tabbed out. So, right there. 14, 12, 13, 17, 13, 12. And then 15, 13, 12, 15, 12, 13, 10, 11, 10, 13, 10, 11, 9, 10, 8, 12, 8, 10, and then finish off with a 9. So we're taking, the first one's going to be minor, second one's going to be a major, then a minor. So we have 2 minors and 2 majors. It's just that one's minor, the 2 in the middle are major, last one minor. If you can remember that and remember where each one starts, that's the key to doing this quickly without having to think too much. So pause it, do whatever you gotta do when I'm showing you that on the video. But this is what you're going to end up with. And you can even do the same thing going back up. Or you could go down, up, whatever you want to do with it. And there's more that we could expand on this, which I could do for another video also. But that'll really get you started. A lot of people in metal play in minor mostly. So find the key of your song, you know, and then you can just do some runs like this. You know, you just have to know a little bit of theory, or you could just use your ears. Either way, it doesn't matter. As long as it sounds good. It's the 21st century, excuse me. So, you know, there aren't any rules. There's parallel fifths and octaves everywhere. Nobody follows the exact theory anymore. It's just what sounds good, you know? Who cares what Beethoven did, you know? Although it does sound sweet. But right on. So I hope that does it for today, and yeah, just connect the dots and basically practice D's sweeps. You know, we're D natural minor. D's sweeps. Oh, look at the little broom. Isn't that cute? Okay, bye-bye.